For too long, our nation's focus has been misplaced. We see immigration raids tearing apart families, deporting fathers and mothers who have done nothing more than work hard, pay their dues, and seek a better life for their children. Yet at the same time, real threats, the gangs, drug traffickers, human smugglers, and hate organizations continue to operate freely in our neighborhoods, poisoning our communities from within. It's a contradiction that strikes at the core of American justice. The innocent are pursued, while the dangerous walk free. And both parties, Democrats and Republicans alike, are to blame. When immigration enforcement raids a neighborhood at dawn, they aren't just taking an undocumented worker. They're taking a father who just kissed his children goodbye before school, a mother who's been cleaning homes to put food on the table, a young person who's never even been to the country they're being sent back to. These are not criminals. They are workers, neighbors, and friends. They contribute to our economy, pay taxes, and often perform the jobs most Americans refuse to do. And yet, our government, instead of investing resources into dismantling violent cartels or taking down organized hate groups, choose to send agents after men and women whose only crime is their pursuit of a better life. That is not justice. That is cowardice disguised as law and order. Let's be honest about what truly threatens the American people. It's not the immigrant mowing your lawn or the woman cleaning your house. It's the gang selling fentanyl on every corner, the cartel moving poison throughout our cities, and the hate organization recruiting angry, lost young men into violent extremism. These are the forces that destroy families, not unite them. These are the groups that take lives, not build them. We have entire communities, urban and rural alike, living under the silent terror of gangs and drug networks that move faster than the law itself. We have neo-Nazi groups and extremist organizations preaching division, preparing for violence, and actively working to tear our nation apart. But where is the same energy from Washington when it comes to confronting them? The truth is uncomfortable. Both parties have failed. The right shouts law and order, yet seems more interested in rounding up laborers than dismantling drug pipelines or addressing white supremacist militia. They speak of protecting American jobs, while ignoring the corporations that exploit cheap, undocumented labor for profit. The left, meanwhile, preaches compassion and inclusivity, but fails to pass meaningful immigration reform. They hold rallies for social justice, yet stay silent when their own cities are flooded with drugs, violence, and despair. Both sides exploit the topic of immigration for political theater, a way to score points, not solve problems. They raid homes instead of reforming systems. They point fingers instead of leading. And in that vacuum of courage, innocent families suffer while criminals thrive. We need to redefine justice to prioritize safety, fairness, and moral responsibility. If we truly want to make America safe, we must shift our focus from undocumented workers to those who endanger human life. Criminals who murder, who traffic drugs, who rape and abuse children, these individuals are not just breaking laws, they're destroying the soul of this nation. They do not deserve sympathy, loopholes, or leniency. But those who labor with dignity, pay taxes, raise families, and follow the rules of society, they deserve the right to due process, to fairness, to a chance at citizenship. They're not invaders. They are part of the American story. We must separate the innocent from the dangerous, the worker from the predator, the dreamer from the destroyer. Our Constitution guarantees the right to a fair trial, a principle that should never be exclusive to citizens alone, but extended to any human being who respects life and order. Yet somehow, we have reversed that logic. We offer leniency and second chances to career criminals while tearing apart the lives of law-abiding immigrants who have harmed no one. Why should a drug dealer who sells death to our youth be given appeal after appeal, while a man who's worked 12-hour shifts for 10 years is denied his day in court? This is not justice. It's hypocrisy wrapped in bureaucracy. A fair trial should be for those who live by fairness. Mercy should be for those who show mercy, and protection should belong to those who protect others, not those who harm them. It's time for a shift. not just in policy, but in purpose. We need an America that values the preservation of life over the politics of fear, an America that distinguishes between a threat and a contribution. We should be raiding the warehouses of traffickers, not the homes of working families. We should be deporting violent offenders, not deporting children who grew up pledging allegiance to our flag. We should be arresting the spreaders of poison, not the people harvesting our food. This isn't about being liberal or conservative. It's about being moral. It's about aligning our priorities with the fundamental truth that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness belong to all who uphold them. So I ask, where are the leaders with courage? Where are the Democrats and Republicans willing to stand together, not for party, but for principle? We cannot keep blaming immigrants for the sins of the criminals we refuse to confront. We cannot keep funding prisons for profit while our communities drown in addiction and hate. And we cannot keep pretending that safety comes from punishing the powerless. It's time to hold our government accountable for targeting the wrong people and to demand that they finally go after the ones destroying this nation from within. America's greatness has never come from fear. It has come from fairness, from our willingness to protect the innocent and confront the wicked. We can secure our borders without losing our humanity. We can protect our citizens without punishing the innocent. And we can restore justice without sacrificing compassion. Let us stop waging war on the hardworking and start waging war on the hateful. Let us stop chasing the powerless and start confronting the powerful forces that profit from chaos. The time for excuses is over. The time for moral clarity is now. And the time for justice, real, fearless, and focused, begins with us.